Hello, and welcome back to Leviathan Distant Stars, our Season 2 premiere episode. That is also premiere. It's the premiere episode of the premiere. Pay no attention to the curtains moving.
Pay no attention.
Pay no attention. I was distracted. Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the first half and had a refreshing break. And now that we are in the second half, we are excited to continue to entertain you. If you have forgotten why you are here,
Have you forgotten why you are here?
I think I may have. We're a sci-fi show. We play with the stars without number system. This is GeekSpaceTV. We are a nonprofit streaming broadcasting studio based in the Seattle area. If you would like to help us if you would like to help and support us, you can do so in many ways. First of all, you're already doing it. You're here. You're watching the stream, which is amazing. Thank you. Sharing it out with other people is also incredibly helpful and important. If you host the channel, even if you don't really have viewers, it helps, regardless of the number you have, it helps boost our visibility, tweeting it out, sharing it on your various social media platforms, and all of those other wonderful things are great ways of getting the word out about the GeekSpaceTV. You can also help us out in a financial way, which is incredibly valued. You can donate to us because we are a nonprofit. We will read out the messages in your donations at the end of the second half. And there is a goal for you to see exactly what our costs are for this episode and how close we are to reaching it, because we pay our people, which is really nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Helps me. Thank you.
Thank you.
We also pay our behind the camera people person.
Now it's people.
That's true. It is people, because we have a part-time social media coordinator and other people helping out behind the camera.
We have minions now.
We have minions. We're soups legit. We have minions. But you may know our part-time social media coordinator as drunkily romantic, the most romantic drunk you'll ever meet. Because he's probably not drunk, and he's just being nice. I don't know where that's going.
We gotta work on this PR statement.
Dig myself a hole.
This hole seems to be needs to be deeper. Here's a shovel.
It's really,
Like we're
it's
all
really
sitting
deep.
in the hole.
Also in chat is one of our other players who can't be here tonight, but we still love her and we miss her. And we have sent her character off on a valiant mission to warn the galaxy about the impending doom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great. Last thing you can do to support us, or one of the other places you can support us, is over on Patreon, or you can set up a monthly recurring donation, which is super awesome because then we can build it into a budget. It's really cool, and you can get sweet rewards and other great ways of helping us like that. Also, fun fact, we're in our new studio space. It's even bigger. My arms can't touch the walls, which in fairness, they couldn't in the last studio space. But
Oh my god!
I hate the cage. Bring the cage down. Bring the cage down.
That the gibbet was not full. You thought we forgot about the dice gibbet.
I did.
No.
we did not.
I definitely did.
Yes.
A gibbet when you hang people and punish them? Torture. Yes.
I feel like this is important knowledge for my fan fiction.
Gibbet.
Gibbet.
Fiction? Sometimes. Don't talk to me about it right now.
But it is a lovely space. There's a sofa and cubbies. I love it. It's amazing. Anna did good work. There's a floor to roll around on, which Sour Fruit Junkie is currently demonstrating.
I
And
also tested it. I like laying down during the
Claudia's
break.
tested it. It is a
I can
Claudia
blood in my
approved
brain again.
floor.
Blood is good in brains.
So donations are also
Blood
currently
is
helping
good in
us
brains.
support
And
this new
spleens
studio
is
space.
good in bodies.
Spleens are good in bodies.
There's a blood-brain barrier. It's not.
There's no blood in my brain?
It's not.
There's no blood in your brain.
It's not.
There, it kind of. But I'll teach you later. I am learning.
There's
so
no
much.
blood in my brain?
Okay. We broke Claudia.
Just your
All
brain.
right, no blood in their brain. Claudia, who are you and why are you here?
My name's Claudia, but I also go by on the Twitch and Twitter as Jackie Dash, JAKIDASH.
Ding.
Thank you. And I am Kika, who's your baddie engineer, and who is currently learning about gobbledygook human, but also animal bits. Blood machines.
Am I supposed to follow
Yeah,
that?
yes you are.
And I'm Liz Bold, and I'm playing Ziana, doesn't know what to do with any of that at all.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm Dan Poslins, at Dan Poslins, and I am playing Lieutenant Conrad Carls Jr., who is dead.
Blood machines would be a great metal band.
And I am Sarah at Shell Game, and I am playing Thea Brune, who is, I don't really have a good tagline for her. She stole it.
That was your Earth humor.
So, I am Random, sorry, I skipped a portion. I'm Random Tuesday. I'm your GM. You can find me at Random Tuesday on the internet. So, the crew of the Bat'leth, our intrepid explorers of the galaxy of the Milky Way, have recently escaped the potential clutches of ICA, the Intergalactic Civilizations Alliance, who I say like they're particularly nefarious, but they're just a giant space bureaucracy. But Conrad had deserted his post, so they were bringing him in for court-martial, but they bypassed that by convincing his would-be arrestor that he was in fact dead, had recently died in an explosion, and they were willing to accept this and pronounce him as dead. However, he then blew his cover by revealing he wasn't dead, but the person was like, I hate you anyway, so this is better for me. So he's dead. But not technically.
That didn't go down the way I thought it would.
She really doesn't like you.
I know, I thought she would. Never mind.
You thought her dislike would manifest itself in a different way.
In a different
Yes.
way. There was a lot of conversations that happened before someone just tried to lie.
And succeeded.
And succeeded.
I think trial by combat would have worked.
Trial by combat was put on the table.
Thea was 100%.
It's still not off
I
the
was
table.
psyched for trial by combat.
Yeah.
I am very worried about trial of combat because once you kill one Ica, then they send 2, and then we have to kill 2, and then it's 4.
Doesn't necessarily have to be
So-
to the death.
I mean, we still could have just wiped them off.
So, after much deliberation and conversation, the Bat'leth has dropped off Hexy and Hexy, who was one of the members of their crew, and Kalriski, a Eratos, to begin warning that sector of space that a massive race of monstrous Leviathan-sized ships are going to come and consume their planet for resources and convert their crew into hollow bodies of themselves. In an attempt to at least rally them so that they are prepared to evacuate or defend themselves and form some form of coalition to prevent this ultimate demise from happening. Hexy, after much persuasion on the part of Ziana, was convinced that she was probably, of the entire crew, the only one capable of doing this. No one trusts you, Thea, as far as they can throw you.
We do trust you. It's just that this was not a task well suited to you.
There wasn't enough lying or stealing.
Yes.
I
But
could have just admit. Okay.
I do trust you. In our circle.
Weird.
Just to be clear.
So, Hexy and the Eratos have been dropped off at a nearby, in a nearby system, along with several of the refugees who were survivors of Genesis Landing, who should be reasonably well taken care of in this system. And Hexy and Kalriski are going to make their own way through the sector, which I hope someone writes fanfiction about.
The adventures of...
The Adventures of Hexy on the road again.
Name each chapter in the fanfic after a song.
A song. And she has promised to send them updates on the progress, potentially in song. I don't know how much I can convince Cheryl to do.
They could just be updates. It's fine. Whatever. I mean, just as long as she's like reaching out and contacting and like sending letters and writing every once in a while and calling also.
Oh.
So I know that she's okay.
It has been 0 days since 1 day since the last message from Hexy. You have no new messages in your inbox still, Captain. She left 5 minutes ago. You've already listened to the recording 17 times.
That's a lot of times.
Oh, this is gonna get depressing.
The rest of the crew, the Batleth still docked inside Sarin, the small Babi Leviathan, which has, it's a Babi. It's really small. Which recently they discovered how it consumes food, which is by absorbing sunlight and consuming the remnants of nebula.
It's butt
So-
filters.
Yes.
They were like beautiful,
It's much more like wings. They're cuttlefish. It's
Like-
like if you imagine like the back of a cuttlefish, like,
So
but a jellyfish kind of like.
Still a butt.
Yeah.
But I was picturing the fans to be like the tail of a goldfish, like one of the fancy goldfish, like a butterfly.
Very
tail.
like koi fish.
You mean like a $22 goldfish?
Fancy goldfish.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
look extremely.
Not even the
fancy
big-eyed
goldfish.
ones. They're nice. I have a beta.
Yeah.
They're-
And they open
Those are
up.
not goldfish.
They filter and absorb the sunlight and filter through. They basically they're just like the what do they call them? The teeth on whales.
Oh,
Baleen. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like little,
Yeah,
but
you got it.
actually aesthetically pleasing baleen, and they just sort of open up and then
Nice.
like filter. And
Into
if
the
they need
body.
larger objects, they have like little grippy,
They do have like cuttlefishy mouths.
little cuttlefishy mouths.
I still can't believe I was the only one who climbed down on top of the ship.
I was
And then
feeling it
underneath
through
that,
the-
they can
Oh, you
absorb
were.
sunlight.
That's true. That's
They
true.
kind of sort of photosynthesize. Spine stomata. And they are now making their way to the Cupertino system to find one of Conrad's old professors at the Genius Bar Academy, wherein they train the best boys of the Ica fleet and the Guardians.
And the rest boys.
And the rest boys. The best boys and the rest boys of the Ica Guardians.
I don't know.
Their
Wait.
hope is to find an expert there that can help install cyberware, advanced cyberware, into a living ship.
We're going to a big like university city.
Yes. You're going to a military academy.
I need to take a shower.
So, who's? Oh, I guess Sarin's flying, so I do this calculation. That's on me. The thread jump is successful, and it will probably take about 5 days
While we're
to get there.
while we're threading, I'd like to use that time to continue trying to learn the language, that ancient language or not ancient, but the language of the
The race and Sarin. The Promethean.
Yes, please.
Do you ask for help, or are you just going to kind of like dig through archives?
Yeah, Thea wouldn't ask for help. She
Yeah.
would just root around.
Okay.
It would probably be
It would be way faster to ask, I don't know, a native speaker of this language to teach you, but that's fine.
Probably. I think
Remember
she
when we
would.
were gonna build a translator for Conrad?
I think she would tell her that she was trying to learn the language, but she wouldn't.
But she
ever-
doesn't ask for it?
She
Okay.
wouldn't ask for help.
So, where are you doing this?
Wouldn't there be like some
There's
sort
the
of
helm.
like library or or the comms area where
Yeah,
she could,
the
like,
home is probably
access-
the easiest accesses. There are other places that you could access stuff.
Okay, yeah, she'll just
But
be
if
at the
you're
helm
if
then.
you're in the helm, Ari will just like before just kind of stand there and sort of leaning against one of the consoles and just watch.
Okay, so what is?
That word just means hello.
Kuthra. Kuthra. Ari.
Kutraasi manatana ekana.
Shit.
Give me a second.
Go ahead and roll intelligence and no.
One second. These dice are. Need to get used to them again.
I don't know why you do this to you.
6.
You understood like 2 of the words that she said in there, which was like, you think she was offering like, there you heard like the word maybe help, and then also but you may have mistranslated that to also be idiot.
Oh, okay. So
Miss.
Thea just sort of looks at her and she's like, I'm learning. More expletives. All of the ones that you're thinking of. And she like goes to try and look at
We
them.
have our own expletives if you would like to learn them.
Oh, yes. I would love to. Where's the dictionary for those?
She like pulls up on the console, like a sort of, I don't know your language, but, and then starts sort of putting some symbols and things together and starts walking you through, like, this one means, this is a phrase that we like to use to refer to someone's delicate areas
Oh.
as being insufficient.
Their brain.
Their spleen.
Yeah. This is where we call someone a spleen, a useless piece of a body.
Oh. Oh.
Are spleens actually useless? I don't know.
Not at all.
But they're not essential.
I can
I would like Thea to just memorize every
Cool.
single bad word that is available to her.
You get like a handful of them, but your accent's pretty terrible.
Okay. I'm taking good use of my time.
Kika.
I am gonna be real. Kika's not a people person per se, but she's
a people bat.
yes, and she's known the captain long enough to realize you might need a distraction. So, like the second day, there's the scuttle knock, which goes.
Okay, actually, you're going to have to come, because I was going to get to this, but you're going to have to come find her in...
She's not in her room?
No.
Is she in the gym?
No, I'm going to assume that they... No, that would be on the Batleth, but when you go to the Batleth to get to the gym, that's where you will find her.
Okay.
Scrubbing the paint off of the Batleth.
That's not a good way to start. What part of the inside or the outside?
The outside.
Oh, the outside, not the
So
gym.
the gym is still there.
No, scrubbing it off of the outside. Trying to
That was
touch
where
up.
they put the flames, right? On the outside.
And
The
trying
scraped
to
flames.
trying to touch up the ID number and the name and make it look official. Scrub.
I just hear like, you know,
Kika's
like when a dog is sort of
awkwardly-
nervous.
Yeah, like she doesn't want to interrupt, but she does without being rude about it.
So Ziana will let this continue for a little while,
I think
and then
it's one of those things where it gets closer every time. Like, oh, this isn't working.
and then as she continues to scrub, do you need something, Kika?
I wanted to go through some checks. We have 2 new fighters, and before I rip them apart, I wanted to clarify if these would be okay, because you are the captain, and while I am the head engineer,
Only
you cut off the end of my title.
head engineer only of
Batleth.
Batleth.
I'm working on listening. And so I wanted to check.
Tiana kind of pauses and adjusts, just like sit herself down. She's like somewhere at the top of the ship, but towards the back where the flames are. Thinks. Kind of looks over at the just beat to shit fighters that are still there. Do
You go.
you think you could make one working ship out of the 2 of them?
This is this is good. I'm glad you've got a good and like okay. So if you notice, these 2 fighters are not the same year. And what's great about this one is that it was way more superior in turning radius, but then this one's got the bada bing bada boom. So this one's the shit now. So let's put let's bring the turning radius into the bada bing bada boom. We put that in the Batleth. Ayo, you got it.
Well, I was thinking more it'd be nice to have a separate ship that had a bit more firepower now that we have 2 pilots, rather than scavenging it all to add to the Batleth.
you want to keep it as a zip. You want the zip. Okay.
And the boom boom.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
I would say, in fact, one fighter with the maximum zip and boom boom.
Oh, dude, this thing's gonna growl. Oh.
Growling would be good.
Okay.
But just those.
Just those.
Not this. And she taps the batleth under her.
I have.
Though we should do repairs.
I will definitely do repairs. If you let us paint this one, then we will probably not paint that one. Do you see what we're compromising.
Kika, and she reaches out and puts a hand on the little furry shoulder.
Yes.
And mind you, her hand is giant compared to that little furry
You could
shoulder.
pick her up by
Yeah,
like the back of the
I
neck.
have
and, like,
neck scruffle that's all fuzz. And so, yeah.
She puts a hand. Kika, and it's the alien, like, purple, slightly
Oh,
clawed
good.
hand.
The scary one.
You have my permission to paint the fighter in whatever way you want.
Anything we want.
Anything you want.
I'm gonna. I didn't like this where it's like, anything.
Anything.
So he leans back, like toes like curl into like the edge of the batlet and leans all the way back.
I give you complete autonomy in this project. Just make sure that the boom boom is firing out, not from within.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an important distinction.
Yes. And then if you give us something to paint, we won't paint that. Even though it looks great.
Yeah. You know, if it weren't for us having to go into official Ica space.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a bath.
Yeah. All right. Have fun with that. And she gets back to scrubbing.
Immediately sends it like a message being like, I can't take a picture. Be like, we're gonna paint a fighter. The fighter is ours. You gotta come up with a name, and we gotta paint it, and it's ours.
Meep, meep. I just learned some swear words, so this is gonna be awesome.
And then there's a beep beep, but we.
Meep meep to Aryuta. As long as they're occupied on the fighter, they're not going to do anything on either of our ships.
I'm so glad you understand your crew.
Beep beep. We cannot cancel the plans to paint the comm room.
Maybe cancel?
We have the fighter now. And also, there's no more massages.
At least we got the fighter.
Yeah, the fighter's ours.
Yeah, we're gonna that fighter's gonna be so cool.
Oh my goodness,
What do you
yes.
think about Cuthra for the name?
Cutthroat's the
Yeah.
best name.
Yeah. It's the organ you throw away.
Oh my goodness.
You just picked one of the swear words that you just learned.
Yeah. Oh, can we just say how like cool it is? Like this is the organ you throw away and it's destroying you.
Yeah, exactly. Just imagine what the good ones could do.
I'm learning so much about organs.
I need to write down this name.
Yeah, we all did.
I have now written it down. It is the organs you throw away.
I spelled it much like Batleth, so we'll check spelling after this.
Being curious to see how everyone spelled this word.
With a C.
With a K.
Oh, with a C. So, you have a little bit more time. I assume you're going to start working on the fighter. If you want to give me a fix and intelligence roll, we'll see how long it takes you to repair the fighters. And because you are cannibalizing one to repair the other,
I only want one in a result.
you will be more likely to do it
Much
without the resources.
better. 14.
Okay. You have pretty good repair facilities. Well, you have reasonable repair facilities. It takes you about 4 of the 6 4 of the 6. Did I say 6?
5.
5 days. So it'll take you the remaining 4 days to really repair the fighter into working order. If you wanted, you wouldn't be able to also repair the Batleth. It's going to take like full days of working, but you will get a fighter that is in working order. It's going to have, it doesn't have a spike drive, or a thread drive. You're not able to do any threading with it, so it has a speed of 5.
Wow.
It is very zippy, and has 8 hit points, an AC of 14.
Okay.
What's the Batleth have?
14.
14, yeah, so same as the Batleth. And it has 2 armor, same as Batleth.
Okay. I would like to point out that it now has wings.
And it has a Reaper battery, which is a gun that gives you 3d4 damage, but it's clumsy. So it has a
Okay.
negative to hit other fighters.
That's cool.
Do the wings give it an aerodynamic bonus? Or?
I assume the
That's why it has a
wings
speed of
make
5.
it look like a triangle, yeah. But I imagine it looks like an arrow shaft with a little you have to lean back in it, so you're almost laying down as you fly.
So it's an A-wing?
Sure. I don't know anyone.
So you have a pretty nice zippy fighter with a reasonable gunfire, mostly best against larger vessels, probably not good if you're fighting anything small. And it'll take you pretty much the whole time. So any damage that the Batleth sustained, you weren't able to repair, which I don't remember. I did not note that down.
I have 16 HP written down of
Okay.
20.
Yes.
So.
So you
Close
did not
enough.
have time to get to repairs on the Batleth unless you would rather pause on the fighter and repair the Batleth.
I'd probably check in halfway. Which one would you prefer?
The Batleth would be a priority since that's what we're taking.
Okay, so 2 days. I will do
Alrighty.
half and half.
Okay. So you get the repairs done on the Batleth, and then the fighter is probably about 3/4 of the way there.
We'll have to think about it.
Thea, you have now learned how to ask someone what their name is.
Cool.
And how old they are, but the concept of age is not like you're still struggling with that.
Okay.
We all are.
Baby steps.
Yeah,
Thea will
because you've
ask
spent a
as if
lot of
she's
time now doing math because they don't use the ICA tritium standard, so it's complicated.
Oh, yeah, that was a dark hole to fall
Yeah.
down.
You
Math
spent
is-
just the two of you were there for several hours and trying to find a universal constant. It was awkward.
Then I got to use all those new swear words I learned. Very, very effective for reminding me of each and every one of those.
Conrad, what were you doing during this transit?
So Conrad was pretty disengaged most of the time. He spent a lot of time on his salmon ladder, but you would, if you were going around the ship, you would just catch sight of him just pacing around all the entire ship and not really connecting with any of you or making eye contact or anything like that.
Thea also would not make eye contact with you right now.
And he's just he's sort of banging around as he walks. He's just clearly got a lot on his mind. He seems aggravated.
Ziana is also checking messages every day, but she does it privately, and she also tells Oksana that if Oksana ever tells anyone that she's doing this, she will be uninstalled.
Captain, you have made that threat to me almost every day since I have been installed in your ship. There are no new messages in your inbox.
Thank you.
You have also set up alerts. I will immediately inform you when there is a new message in your inbox, Captain.
Just want to be certain.
There are no new messages in your inbox.
All right.
On the 4th day, he's just storming around, and he goes over to Thea's quarters when he knows she's there. He knocks on the door.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Hi.
can I come in?
Sure. Do you want I got some juice.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Your place is bigger than everyone else's.
Yeah, I know. I picked the best one.
Conrad doesn't drink the juice. He just told us that.
Is it her room on Serena or the Bat Lab?
On Serene.
Okay. Yeah. The one she picked.
The one
I just wanted to
the
be
one
clear
I
because
stole?
the other one's a tiny room that she's supposed to share with Kika.
It was like the first thing you did when you came on board, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like,
scout out.
oh, this one. I'll take this room. Glad you're. Yeah, it's a good thing that you're here. That's good.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Do you want to make out?
Yeah.
And then we'll fade to black.
They do.
And they do vigorously. They are.
What is that? You making that noise?
Oh, Claudia. Oh, that was seaweed. Yep. Okay,
That's great.
you are
It's-
interrupted.
Are they? We on the
We're,
fourth day they
we're
are?
interrupted?
No, I guess you're not. I guess it was on the 4th day. Sorry, not the 5th day. I don't know. It depends on how long. I kind of presumed you're interrupted on the 5th day when the ship emerges from
If
French
she's
Bay.
going for 24 hours, I think we'd notice. Maybe.
I'm very involved in what I'm doing. And what Thea is doing is Thea's business.
It's just a lot of noises are happening from my side of the
Well,
table.
as long as they're not in the batleth, I'm not going to notice anything.
Does it? How we will fade? And then eventually you leave the room.
Eventually, Conrad leaves the room
Uh,
and goes back to normal, pretty much.
Wait,
Back
Two more salmon lettering.
2 more salmon ladders. But like later on that night, he goes back to Thea's room.
she just like opens the door and lets him in, and then all you see is the door
Yeah.
close again.
my room is in that room.
No, this is the one on Serene.
No,
You
I
guys-
have a closet in that room.
Kika,
I don't go. I don't go. I
there's
I'm
a
working-
sock on the door.
I don't know if Theo would do that. I'm not.
I don't think Theo would put a sock on the door.
I also don't think Kika's so preoccupied with building that she's gonna be in her batleth cave.
Yeah, she'll probably be in.
Think about it.
The next day, you are interrupted by
It's fine.
the announcement that Serene has arrived at the edge of the Cupertino system and has left thread space. They will, I assume, at this point, actually, they'll probably leave in the sector, like in the system, like right next the closest system that is less inhabited, as suggested by those of you with better knowledge and kind of Oksana's mapping of the systems.
There are pauldrons on the door.
Epaulets.
Epaulets.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
got
no. You
what
have
you
a
were
point.
putting
Yeah,
down,
oh,
though.
And
So much making out.
Surin or Ariuta will let the crew know that they have arrived, and whenever the Batleth is ready to head off, they will continue to wait in this system for their return, because it seems to be largely unoccupied and fairly safe for them. If there is an emergency, they should be able to get a message to you relatively quickly, and they will leave leave you coordinates to their proposed location.
Yep, I saw it. We're gonna continue.
Wait, what?
Nope.
It says if the Batleths are rockin', the stabilizers are out and need servicing.
Well done, BP Phantom.
We don't have a monitor over here. So.
Yeah.
It's cool.
We can't see any of the chat.
Today.
Today.
Okay, so then we are all going to board the Batleth
That's what I presumed.
and head off. How long will it take us to estimate? How long should it take us, I should say, to get to the Cupertino system from where we are?
A day.
A day. Okay. Ziona will pilot.
All right. Go.
After making sure everybody's on board.
Oh yeah. No.
No, I'm just laughing at the incredibly dumb joke I made that's now.
The Cupertino system. That is.
Yeah.
We're doing this. We're doing
With
this.
your decisions, sir.
I'm like that.
We all
This is
have to
the
live
joke
with
you
it.
think is dumb. This one,
This
not your
Carlos
name,
Jr.
not your brother's name.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
This one. This is the joke that was too far.
Let's just say it was far enough.
Is that a pizza too? Anyway, go ahead and roll your pilot and either dexterity or intelligence.
2 d6s, thank you. Piloting and either
Dexterity or intelligence.
Okay. They're both 0.
Good luck.
Ah. Okay.
Is that
6.
Thankfully, you are going to a course that is regularly traversed.
Thank goodness.
So it drops your threshold down. You succeed. And it only takes you the day that it is supposed to take you to get the rest of the way there. Unless anything major happens.
Thea knocks on.
Sorry, let me rephrase
Wait,
that.
you're
Unless
outside.
anything lieutenant happens.
Wait, but you're
Oh.
in the cargo bay, right? You
Yes.
don't have an actual
Yeah.
room.
We didn't get the thing. Oh, my plans. I didn't measure you yet.
what?
I've asked.
Oh, is this for the cocoon you were gonna stick on the side?
No. It's in the progress.
Pointedly, no one has offered him Hexy's room.
No.
No.
He wouldn't. He doesn't want.
There is
It is
now a new
locked.
pile of metal that I have taken and is in the bat left in the corner, which I will be using soon.
Okay.
Don't throw away my metal.
Okay. What are you going to do with the metal? Are we having this conversation while I'm piloting?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with a pile of metal?
That's
well,
why
our
you rolled a
crew
6.
is officially 5, so I'm going to build a room. But because the cargo bay needs the floor space, I'm going to make it hang from the ceiling.
You realize-
She's gonna make a gibbet.
You
what's it
realize-
called?
Yeah, it's just
Gibbet.
gonna make a gibbet for
You
you.
realize that
A comfortable
Lieutenant
one.
Carl's doesn't hang from the ceiling.
No, I'm going to make a room that hangs from the ceiling.
How is he going to get to it?
He likes ladders.
She's not wrong.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I need to measure him to actually figure out the weight distribution.
I believe he is in Thea's room right now.
What? Oh. Really?
Why are they studying?
Damn it, Oksana.
Is that what you humans would like me to refer to it as? Sorry, is that what you sentients and livings would like me to refer to it as?
Refer to what as? Thea's room?
Thea's room is Thea's room. Well, it's technically our
As
room.
the activity, as studying.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Thea's the one who installed cameras in the entire ship.
Oh.
I wanted to be able to see where people were hiding stuff.
Oh.
And Oksana can access them.
Oh. This, not this. This is why she rolled a 6.
But he's a good boy.
I have heard
Oh.
he is the best boy, but I don't think that's part of their training at the academy.
Oh.
Oh no!
No.
You've been sitting on
Kika?
that one for a while.
I haven't.
Kika, I have some space in the closet in my room if you would like it.
I am very comfortable in the space I made in your engine room.
Okay, as long as you have a space.
Would you like me to
No.
sound an alarm
No.
or something to alert
No,
them?
no. Let them study.
In their youth, they have to become sexually active to then get strength, and their testosterone levels high, right? So this is a
Kika,
part of
I am going to send you some medical journals for your grades.
Kika, I don't think you do realize that she's kind of been carrying a torch for him for a while.
Really?
Don't you see the weird way she acts around him?
She's weird around everyone.
No, this is a different kind of weird. It happened very quickly, and there was lots of stalking, there was a fair amount of spying, and then there was lots of, defensiveness every time he would threaten to leave.
Huh.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah?
Okay, just
Youth have to experience sexual activity for their testosterone and their estrogen to increase.
I got that. You're an old lady. It's fine.
I'm
you know
not.
what?
Oh.
I don't really. Yeah, I'm like 3
Oh
times
my
older
goodness.
than you are, but
Oh
still
my goodness
somehow
gracious.
not as old.
And it's like starting to like clip on the back of the chair.
Kika, I'm trying to pilot. Kika, I just, I can't.
Oh, Captain, we're hitting the walls of thread
I
space.
can't do this. I need to. I miss Hexy. God, I miss Hexy.
Can't use spleens.
What?
Old now.
Please, just simmer down.
Captain, you have no new messages in your inbox. And sometime later, you arrive in the Cupertino system. It is a binary star solar system. And the Genius Bar Academy is located on the planet Galaria, which is the ICA base for this sector. It is particularly, so the Academy is there. There's also just a lot of ICA representatives. There's like their version of the UN sort of meeting hall place. I'm sure that has a more official name. Senate.
Quad.
No, there is a quad at
What
the
are we
Genius
trying
Bar.
to name?
The place where
Assembly.
assembly. Thank you. That's actually the word I was looking for. There is an ICA assembly there at this location. So there's both government buildings as well as the Genius Bar Academy. That's what it's called now.
Does it have a big apple on the side?
No,
In the
but this
logo?
planet used to be known for its agricultural produce
That
before
makes
it was
sense.
largely converted into developed civilization.
Yeah.
It was a major exporter. Now small portions of it are still agricultural, but the remainder is fairly converted and colonized with people and civilization. It is a warmer on the warmer end of the sort of human spectrum of temperatures. A lot of the planet is tropical. There's rather than poles, it's got more desert and arid land in the northern areas, and yeah, a binary star system, so extended daylight times.
That's the worst.
And there's a couple of other planets within the system that are habitable, but all of it is very icy. So you would know that as soon as you start getting within any reasonable distance of these planets, they will know you're there, and the closer you approach, they'll send out hails if you don't.
We would hail, like, whatever the protocol is. Yeah, we would hail. And send our identifying information to be all official-like.
Mhm.
And ask for permission to dock.
Where are you requesting permission to dock?
We are visiting the Genius Bar Academy.
Go to the Burke Science Building.
Is there a specific?
That's definitely not a. Do you ask that?
What is there specific docking on the Burke Science Building? I'm asking him. Like, I'm not gonna
Sure.
send that over.
No.
Okay.
What is the
What
what
the
is,
hell?
Have spaceships dock
what
there.
is the city that is there
Yeah.
like a city that
The campus
Genius
itself is
Bar-
essentially its
Okay.
own city. So
Okay.
it'd be like
So
visiting
yes.
a military base. And so you would need to get permission. Who will you be visiting there?
What's the name of that dude? Might as well just be out with it.
Professor.
What is
other name?
I do like that name.
I do.
Can he wear purple? Can he? Can
he have a pipe?
No,
Can he have a pipe?
No, don't do this to the GM. First episode, don't do it.
I like
We've
the
got-
idea of him being in purple
We
all the
have
time.
so many more to go.
Professor Brian Regal.
Okay,
Right.
So that's more of a green
Yeah.
color.
You know what? It's probably
We
puke green.
Plum Sauce was just a nickname we had for him.
So,
Professor Regal. I don't know what I was thinking there. Just going back to my good old academy days.
we're visiting Professor Regal.
Are they aware that you're coming?
Not yet.
Give me a moment.
Oh, tell him I want to learn from him. And like Kika is showered. She clipped the fur that was growing around the tufts, so it's all like nicely preened. Her hair is back in the long braid. She is wearing her nice set of clothes, I guess, which is just little suspenders and like a shirt without sleeves. They're still shorts. Come on.
Sounds adorable.
Learning.
The voice will come back on and seem kind of agitated. You have permission to dock at the, and they'll give you the coordinates for like the docking bay near the Genius Bar. The professor is not expecting you, however, you will be able to visit the campus for a brief period of time, assuming all of you have your personal credentials in order.
Well then.
I go rooting through all my stuff to look for my old student ID card from when I was there.
We should not have you walk in there with a dead man's ID.
That sounds like a really good idea.
I don't think they would have it on record yet. I mean,
I could do.
when you think about how long it takes for messages to propagate through,
Wendy seemed pretty motivated.
she doesn't know that we're coming here, though.
I mean,
You know two things. That this is the sector of space that is nearest the sector of space that you were in. So, like, this is the nearest Ica space to where you were. And this is the Ica base in this sector.
Yeah, this seems like the first place that information would go.
There's probably a banner hung somewhere half-mast for you.
So we have
You think?
two
Yeah.
options.
Oh,
You can
that'd be
take a
nice.
guess as to which I will prefer. Option number one is that we try and falsify some kind of documents in order to get you out and into the school.
on it.
Option number two is that we just leave you here and you man the ship.
So I'll take care of the documents then.
Wait, can we get a video?
Alternatively,
Oh,
we just leave him here because it is less complicated and less prone to failure.
I mean, I should be able to just call his office.
yeah.
He has a line.
Send him an email. Wait, what are they called? Speemails.
How do you suppose he'll react to finding out you falsified your death?
I didn't think to lead with that topic.
But if he should know that you're dead,
Okay,
Officially.
well, I can stay behind if that's you just want to go in as strangers and try to get him to come with.
we have proof of the threat. Perhaps he will listen and recognize the need.
I mean, he's definitely very adventurous and likes ideas. I don't know.
Why don't you pitch it from the idea of he's going to get the opportunity to work on something nobody else is going to, and he can talk about it in his research.
Brains enjoy that.
Yeah.
I am aware of this.
All right.
Just
Okay, I'll just man the ship then.
Well, excellent. You're actually going to listen to that. I didn't expect it.
So you,
I'm great with whatever plan you think will work best.
I mean, what are they going to actually check documents?
Thea, perhaps you should stay on the Batleth as well.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yes,
I hate
Kika, let's
it.
go. She grabs you by the
I
back of your little shirt and puts
This
you on
is
the back
ironed.
and puts you on her back. leaves her weaponry aboard.
Are
Take
you
our-
insane?
Smart.
We take our credentials.
We'll just take care of the ship.
Yep.
His
Yeah.
office hours are at 2 p.m. They should be today.
Yep. Don't wreck anything. Close the door. Leaving.
As you exit into kind of the foyer area, you go through the security. They do like the sweep of you. If you've left your weapons behind, so you're fine. They check your credentials. I assume neither of you are wanted in Ica
No.
space that I know of. You have not divulged this to
That
me.
we are aware of.
No.
And so they'll wave you through, and you kind of go through into the academy.
Okay. So something that I definitely would have brought with is some kind of data chip with whatever information Oksana would. I think at one point I asked Oksana to record the rays and whatnot. So I'm taking that.
Yeah.
So that we can give him some
Okay.
Mental.
visceral
Beep
proof.
beep.
Yeah.
We can talk.
There's a really good breakfast sandwich at the Commons. If you could just get one of those on the way back. I haven't. Get two.
Thanks.
I haven't had one in a long time, and I'm just kind of nostalgic for it.
Beep beep. The fate of the galaxy
Yeah, no, you're right. But I'm
is
saying
at risk. But
we still need to
definitely,
eat.
I will stop at the Commons and pick you
It's
both
on the
up
way.
a breakfast
I wouldn't send you if it was in
sandwich
the other direction.
on the way.
I actually would like a breakfast sandwich.
Kika!
I'm like whispering it in your ear and not.
They're great. They're pretty standard fare, but they've got
No,
eggs
no,
and
that's fine. That's fine.
cheese
I'm
and
sure that the Rays
There's
can
this
wait
meat on it. No
for
one really
us
knows what it is.
to
but-
possibly get you some kind of manufactured meato pato.
You also need to eat because you are strong and young. So
That both of these things are true.
yes, so we will after we use the professor's knowledge, we will then.
Same, Anna. Same.
We need. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna study real fast. I'm gonna learn this language, so I'm gonna be offline for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Just keep the doors locked. All right.
To the ship.
To
What?
the ship. Keep the doors to the ship locked.
Meep, get them on the way back so they stay fresher. They're good, but they don't keep very well.
At this point, you Kika has found a map, and you're looking around the campus, and you keep asking these freshmen in military uniform who are all seem super. They want to be really helpful, and I mean, but then half of them might be high. You can't tell. There's a lot of people who look real twitchy.
Are you on?
There's at least one person just chugs
Oh
a
my
can and
goodness.
crushes it, and then just starts running.
It just probably permeates Mountain Dew all around
It
here.
smells sweet in the air. The campus is well manicured. It has very clearly been designed as a campus. You don't think this flora or fauna is probably local to this area. The buildings are all fairly tall, not super dense. You're sort of surprised by how much open space there is. And not everyone is uniform, but there's definitely a good chunk of people who are wearing things that you would recognize as official Ica insignias, with a sort of logo that looks like two people high-fiving. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
Yeah. And you eventually find your way to the, what was it, the Burke Science Building?
Yes.
Yeah. Do we have to wait for somebody to let us in? And we kind of thanks.
No, it's daytime, or it's building campus hours. So the building's open. You can go in. You again are lost in a labyrinth for a little while. I just want to be clear: are the two of you going to attempt to sneak in, or are you going to study? Just so I know whether or not I should go back to you.
I think Theo would do a little bit of studying, but then she would want to go outside and explore.
Conrad is he's going to take his job of manning the ship seriously, so he's
Okay.
He's staying put.
If you
and
are
he's-
trying to forge documents, I guess you wouldn't need to for yourself, unless you're gonna forge Conrad's.
No, I'm not wanted by Ica. And
This
Hi,
feels like a challenge.
I don't think
Is there?
maybe I am. There's a couple of things that might have gone awry.
Oh my
Cool.
goodness. This is
We'll,
what it's like to be.
we'll come back to you after you're done studying.
I'm on your shoulders. I have not left.
I appreciate it.
I also.
You just don't spend a lot of time in Ica space. That's why you're not wanted by Ica.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not for want of effort.
Yeah, or lack of effort.
Lack of effort.
Keep it.
So you eventually make your way to what you believe to be the office of Professor Brian Regal, and like knock on the door, and there's sort of this long momentary silence, and eventually you hear like the sound of like sort of shuffling feet and like give him a moment, and like moving papers, and the door opens. My office hours aren't today.
Conrad got it wrong.
What is the professor? Human?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
As
really?
you can tell.
I didn't expect that. I expected the hoovy.
The
Four-eyed
Salier?
buttons.
Yeah,
Of course.
Saliers.
Salier.
Saliers.
Are you Professor Brian Regal?
I am. Yes. It says so on my door.
Ah, I hate him.
Who are you? What are you? You are one of those. I've met some like you. Tricos. Yes, that's right.
I am Ziana.
What are you?
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
am captain of the Bad Leth.
Excellent. You may ask what I am. I am a human.
I don't need to. You're boring. God! I don't want him.
Button it.
I'm smart.
If we may come in and have a moment of your time.
Yes, I suppose so. Opens the door and like moves a bunch of stuff and like tries to clear some space. Sit down, if you want.
Is this what an academic is like?
I'm smarter. So I don't know.
So Ziana, all like 7 feet of her, will perch herself on whatever little chair surface he has cleared very uncomfortably. We were sent here by a former student of yours, a Conrad Carls Jr.
Oh, I heard the news. It's quite sad.
Yes.
He was not a very good student of mine.
Yes.
I did change his grade though after I was requested to.
Oh, now I'm interested.
No, we'll address that later. I understand that you have a specialty in what the fuck was his specialty in?
A biology.
Dude, I didn't say that.
Mechanical bioengineering.
I am a cybernetic xenobiology expert.
Oh my goodness. this
I have
title.
published countless of papers. I am one of the top researchers in this department.
We have a problem, which we believe that you can help us with. It is of the utmost importance. I am not good with words here.
Look at it. No, I like put it in the computer and look at it. Don't just look at it.
You're very snippy.
Pet, scratch behind the ear, scratch.
I scruff to the other side of the shoulder because I'm just like, nah.
Yes, we had some information come in from those Conrad's reports.
You have heard of his reports.
Vaguely, they forwarded on to me. I put it in a file somewhere.
A
Files.
file somewhere.
Yes.
Files.
Those researchers that went out and died, that's very foolish of them. That's why you send other people. That's why you have research assistants.
Okay. Look, I need your knowledge because you're academic. And like at this point, like I'm like,
What was Plan B?
I know, right? Hold on. He comes up as you're trying to crawl out and put you on her leg.
what is? I am old.
These are very interesting. And what's your point of showing me this?
They are called the Rays.
Right.
They are on their way to this solar system. Many others on a path of destruction. Their goal is to strip the resources off of each planet that they find, to turn the people on those planets into these things called the Hollow.
These things, yes.
Yes, and
This is quite remarkable cyber technology, I must say. Did you get a sample? Where's the sample located? Let me look that up.
no, listen. We need your assistance. We are on a mission to stop the rays. We are crew members of a large living ship. We need to install some tech on it in order to fight the rays. We cannot do it on our own. That's why we have come to you.
Roll me a talk and charisma.
God, my two favorite things.
And I just want to clarify, do we still have we had like a hollow prison?
You dropped one off, like
We
you
dropped one
gave
off,
it
but
to
we
Ica.
don't
Yeah.
have it on the battle. Okay.
Well, I'm sure this is an absolutely true thing that you are telling me, and it is absolutely fascinating. Until Ica officially gives me any mission of the sort, I am going to stay here. I have tenure. I particularly like being alive. And I don't have any desire to go off on some hogwash, foolish plan that you, not pirates, seem to want to go on.
We are not pirates.
I'm sure. You wouldn't be here if you were.
What-
But
what's-
I can think
Wait, would you not be interested in observing these? In studying them? In
you,
satisfying your scientific
like I
brainy
said, that's
curiosity?
what research assistants are for.
Then give me a research.
No, we need
I could
this
direct
one.
you to one that would be very interested. They were one of
No,
my
we don't
best
need a research
students.
assistant. We need your expertise to install.
No, you
the
want
tech.
them.
No. Just
Pulls up this image on screen of this sort of humanoid, and you notice they have like a fair number of pieces of cyberware like installed already. Like you can see like their eyes don't look like biological eyes. They've got like a couple of other pieces going on. They did these procedures almost on themselves entirely, which is quite impressive. They were my best student, went on to, I guess, private practice.
then they are better than you.
Well, given what you seem to want is to install cyberware, yes?
Literally everyone's better than him because he's behind a desk.
Yes. Yes.
When you have several hundred peer-reviewed articles, come back in here and I'll pat you on the back.
Don't touch my back!
But in the meantime, this student, former student of mine, Shalian Anio, they're probably the best person for you to reach out to, certainly more inclined to go off on harebrained adventures.
Hairbrain. You don't even have hair anymore. It's all gone!
Where can we locate this individual?
The last time I heard from them, they were on the planet Maera. Maera in the Aneste system.
I do not know how to spell it.
I will spell it both
I've
those
get-
words to you. Maera, M-A-E-R-A.
Oh, I didn't get close to that one.
Aneste, A-N-E-S-T-E.
Not even that. You wrote it down.
And their name is Shalian. C-H-A-L-E-A-N.
Nope. I would love, like,
Chalian. It's really more like Chalian.
S-H-A Leon.
Anio. A-N-I-O.
We thank you for your time.
Good luck. And I'm sorry to hear about Conrad, I suppose.
Are you? Because you've literally lost the best soldier you ever had. Let me...
I have had a lot of students, and he did not excel in xenobiology.
If we may,
That's fair.
are none of you at all concerned about what's going to happen to the rest of the universe?
When you are part of an organization, sometimes you defer to your leadership. And from time to time, that leadership can be wrong. But if every soldier and every civilized person in Ica decided to go off on their own, then we would have no peace or stability. We wouldn't have an economy. We wouldn't have civilization. Yes, I work at a... This is a military institution.
But you are a scientist.
Yes, those two things are not mutually exclusive.
A sciencer.
You can have a military rank and also be a scientist. I thought you were smart.
Is there a stack of papers? Is there a stack of papers anywhere?
Yes, there.
I would like to roll to slither out away from this one and just knock it over like an angry cat.
Try and hold on to
Go for it. Roll me, I guess, dexterity and exert.
Which
Oh,
one?
great.
For her to sneak, you
5.
roll me strength and exert.
You're not getting out.
It's just one of the angry sloth, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just angry slothing. While I appreciate the veracity with which you have implored me, I defer to my leaders.
Your leaders will get you killed.
That's fine.
My leaders currently,
Why is Kika
No,
there?
Ica,
But the entire galaxy.
they provide stability and peace. Ica has created civilizations and allowed them to thrive and prosper. People are free and healthy and happy in ways they were not before. And while I appreciate that from time to time it means that people may make mistakes, I choose to live within that system. And I am not going to go off on some brave adventure where I believe myself to be the hero of some story
Ziana
where I will save
stands
the
up.
galaxy.
Finally.
Enjoy your peace and stability as the world around you burns.
Mimi,
Thank you for your help.
Say hello to Shalian for me.
slam the door, slam the door, slam the
Walking
door.
out, slam the door.
Oh, right, let me mess up his nameplate.
She lets him mess up the
Okay, I would like to use my auto success to pull out a screwdriver. And,
It's technically a reroll, not an auto success.
okay, I would like to roll. Can I use my fix to take
Yes,
off his
yes, you can.
his nameplate?
Fix and intelligence.
I would like to re-roll that.
Okay, and take the higher score.
11.
You
You
succeed.
need an 11 to unscrew
And
the
like
nameplate?
flying the screwdriver in and popping it off
Well,
the
to do
wall.
it quickly and quietly.
But it's actually their digital nameplates. Like it's like in the wall, so you just smash it. Like at first you're trying to unscrew it, and then you're just like.
I hate academics.
I hate Ica. She loads Kika onto her back. Heads back to the
We need to
backpack.
get breakfast sandwiches.
First, we get breakfast sandwiches.
Thea, you tried to leave. You encountered security.
Can I try and sneak past them?
They just want to see
they
your
just-
credentials.
They just want to see my credentials. I offer them my ID.
Could you say it anymore?
They sort of eye you as you're like, yes, my ID.
And like the whole time she's like, just like, I hope that's and in her mind she's like,
They swipe it. There's a moment and they're like, it didn't work. And they like swipe it. They like scan it again. And then eventually it like whirs for a moment. It like feels like an agonizingly long amount of time before it finally flashes green. Do you have any weapons on you?
no. I
No,
left
no,
my
I'm asking you that as the GM. Do you have any weapons on you?
Did you leave your throwing
probab-
rifle at home?
She did leave the throwing rifle at home. But I think she would have her knife on her.
Okay. When you go through the scanner, it's gonna boop, 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 boop.
Okay. Oh, I left my pen. And sorry about that.
We're gonna have to.
Roll me a
we're gonna
talk
have to-
and charisma.
We're gonna have to fight our way off the
Or,
planet.
sorry, perform and charisma. I
It's okay.
looked at that for a line.
It's okay.
Talk. I'll take
Or
talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
And remembering what my dice are. Doing that
I'm
real
gonna
fast.
put little stickers on your dice.
No!
Just write on them in Sharpie.
7.
Either you need to return to your ship and put your pen back, or we're going to need to pat you down.
Hang on a sec. Let me just drop my pen off real fast.
And at this point, you guys come back. It's a really long
sad.
I
study.
have had them all.
And you see Thea walking away from the security.
Thea sees you and speeds up.
Sienna just keeps walking.
They let you out. Like, there's no issue. Like, leaving, they don't really care about. You run through the security, like, the scanner one more time just to make sure you didn't steal anything. And head your way back onto the ship.
Oh, well, that would have caught me.
As you get back on the ship, Oksana's like, "Oh, Captain, Thea left the ship."
Oksana, seriously,
I waited until she got back.
I wish you would have just held on to that tidbit of information for a little while longer.
Like,
I saw you.
you were just done. Take your sandwich.
Conrad snags the bag.
Don't mess with
Like-
me right now, boy.
What?
Wait your turn. And like,
He's had a very trying few hours.
Where's the professor?
he is small. His brain is too small. We
You were
needed a
supposed to
different
bring
brain.
the professor.
We have another plan.
Why didn't you bring him? Why didn't you just use his weakness?
What is
In
this?
case you haven't noticed, Ica is wholly uninterested in what's happening outside of its own borders.
So?
And the professor is no exception to that.
You could have just used his weakness. Knock him out, put him in a duffel bag, and just lug him back to the ship.
I am
Well
not going
done,
to
you.
abduct. I am not going to abduct a member of Ica. My credentials still work on these planets. I would like that to continue. How are we going to smuggle him out? I went through a checkpoint without a bag and I come back with a body-shaped bag?
Paying attention to that.
I like.
Thea is like so proud of him right now.
This is a good.
Does she
We
really
have-
want to study with him right now?
We have another plan. He was wholly uninterested anyways, but there is someone, a former student of his, who has more experience in cybernetics apparently, and it works in the private sector. So if self-preservation will not motivate your people, perhaps greed will.
Is
I hope you're right.
it still in Icospace? There's something I forgot to get done.
Yes, it's like space.
Yeah.
It's
You know
in-
that the planet Maria, the Neste system, is another system within this sector.
It's within the sector.
Oh.
What is it that you have to get done?
Nothing big. These are really good.
I know.
Good call.
Thea, I would very much like to be able to return here.
Yeah, you will be.
Thea maybe won't
Please
be
do
able
not
to.
abuse the trust you have earned. All right, let's head out.
Why are you grouchy? Only one of us can be grouchy. I'm the new Hexy. I should not have said that.
There are no messages in your inbox, Captain.
Are you still on my back?
Yes.
Ziana grabs firmly
I would.
at the back of Kika's outfit,
Thank you.
pulls her off,
Yep. No fighting.
sets her down.
Uh huh. This is nice.
Lets go, and walks away.
I was half expecting an initiative roll off there.
I would die.
It's only been 5 days, but there is a definite tension.
Captain, where are we heading to?
We are headed to the Anaste system.
Where in the Anaste system?
We are headed to Mura.
Searching databases. I'm sure you'll have fun there.
What is that supposed to mean?
Mira is often referred to as a pleasure world.
Oh God damn! My grease is now covered in cheese. My fur, it's all cheesy.
And with that, we shall end our episode 1 of season 2 of Leviathan Distant Stars. The crew of the Batleth heading to a pleasure planet.
Oh, fuck.
What's wrong with the pleasure planet? It sounds pleasurable.
I'm sure.
I
it's
never
gonna be
told you
delightful.
what type of pleasure either.
I hope it's roller coasters.
So many roller coasters!
Not roller coasters.
We don't know. It could be. It could be the planet of roller coasters and ice cream
It
sandwiches.
could be the
What is,
planet
the,
of
what
roller
is the name of that planet in Star Trek? Because that's the first thing
Ryza.
I thought. Ryza. Thank you. That's the first thing
It's
I thought.
Ryza.
Yeah.
So
Or it's like that one episode where if you walk outside the boundary, they kill you.
Also fine as long as it's roller
Or if
coasters.
you like step on the grass,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
that
yeah.
the one
That is-
where
that
Wesley
is
gets.
Ryza.
It is Ryza?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't.
No, it
Ryza.
was a Ryza.
No.
That wasn't.
So I'm gonna go search.
the
I'm
one
gonna
that
do some research and watch some Pleasure Planet episodes. Thank you so much,
the
everybody. We
name
met
of
the
the urn?
goal.
You know,
We met the goal?
We met the goal.
We met the goal.
Hey!
So I'm going to read out our donations that came through tonight. Thank you all for watching, and then we'll do some announcements and talk about where you can find us next. And that will be the end of the first episode.
We did season 2.
Woo! We're in season two.
Holy crap.
There was a lot of emotions.
Wow.
Okay.
And some
Still
substitutes
like
for
us.
emotions.
I don't understand, but thank you.
All right, I think this is the next one.
Wait, what?
Yep.
I
All
think
right. So the first donation that came through is from Well Dipper with $5, less than 3.
Yay! Well
Thank
done. Well done makes amazing fan art.
Thank you so much, Well Dipper. Then we have Chicago Mike in 1985 with $7.31. New studio, hype.
Yay! Yeah.
What?
Fractali with $50.
Oh my
With
goodness.
Kika and Thea decorating the fighter, I'm sure they'll need some guck to pay for any accidents that occur during this glorious job. Pew pew. Also Zorch for Tyler. Paladin Hunk in with $4. Paladin Hulk.
Wow.
Or Hunk. I get that name wrong a lot. Paladin Hulk in with $4.69. The phrase to learn in any language is "I'm sorry." Some even refer to that as a magic word, as magic words. But she has not learned that, but she has learned swear words like Kathra.
Kathra's a good one.
I like making it up. It's fine.
Shoot.
Trooper SJP with $10.31. So if I ship Thea and Best Boy, do I just donate money like this?
Well, as it turns out.
And then finally, Rose Zion with $20. I love the show. I know why this is my favorite RPG at the moment. You are all amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love this show too.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Pretty
Good people.
cool.
They're good people. Friday will be our next show in this new studio space. It's Exalted.
Wow, really?
Season 2 of Exalted, Games of Divinity, will be at 6 p.m. Pacific time in this very space on this very channel because you are physically not in this space. You are watching this on the channel, which is the virtual space. You should be there at 6 p.m. on Friday.
Not ready.
You got this. You got this.
You can do it, Burb.
The GeekSpace Space. Twitch.tv/GeekSpaceTV. The GeekSpace Space.
The field strain
We are
is
in the new
coming to
studio.
station.
It's awesome. Thank you everybody for sharing it out. Please send us your fan art, submit the fan art, hang out in our Discord, be all hyped up, enjoy the shows, tweet out, share the shows, and we do truly appreciate all of your tips that come through. They help keep the lights on and the studio running. And if you would like to be supporting the shows in between streams, you can also check out our Patreon, which is patreon.com/GeekSpaceTV, I believe so. And that's a really great way to help us with a recurring monthly donation. Let's talk about where you can find these wonderful people next. You look the most excited. Go.
It's because I remembered I don't have to be upset anymore because that was acting.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh brilliant.
My name's Claudia, but I go by Jackie Dash on the Twitch and Twitter, JAKIDASH. Thank you. When Anna controls the dings, they're not too loud. Monday Fun Day is my jam day. That's when we're going to be doing Final Fantasy 14. But if you want to see me sew things very, very slowly
You still
and
have to
with
do
care,
6.
I'm not going to do 6 until 9's done.
God, 6 is so long though. Don't stream it.
But I'm going to do Saturday. I'm going to be sewing because it's Sewing Saturday. And nice to see you. Find me. Twitch. Jackie Dash. Continue. Take it away from me, please. I can't live.
And I am Lizzie the Bold. You can find me at Lizzie the Bold on the Twitches and the Twitters. I stream right now only one day a week, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. It used to just be horror games. Now it's just whatever I feel like doing and we feel like watching. Last week I played a little bit of The Sims because I finally got the one where you can have dogs and cats. And I also had a trash panda upon request.
Was it a raccoon?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. So yeah, that's where you can find me, aside from right here.
One of you. Pick and choose.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at ShellGame, although I haven't started streaming anything on Twitch just yet. I'm still figuring things out. Oh, and you can also find me online at sarahperforms.com. This has been fun.
Dan Pausins at Dan Pausins.
And I have been Random Tuesday. You can find me tomorrow morning streaming on my own channel, twitch.tv/Random Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but it'll be something, and it'll be on the internet. You can also find me on Twitter at Random Tuesday. And come back here on Friday night, 6 p.m. for Exalted. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We'll see you next week.
Guys,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.